so that you will not be sluggish, but imitators of those who through faith and patience inherit the promises. Remember those who led you, who spoke the word of God to you, and considering the results of their conduct, imitate their faith. For you have been called for this purpose, since Christ the Anointed One also suffered for you, leaving you an example for you to follow in the steps. The things you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you. Therefore, I exhort you, be imitators of me. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's get into it. I'm Kenyatta, the ArtKitech. This will be a reading from the Rider-Waite, the tarot deck. The title of this reading is Greashum. I believe that's what I heard, Greashum, okay? It's been a minute. I got a lot of readings to do. I haven't felt like it, all right? I am dealing with perimenopause hell, honey. Symptoms, okay? I find it funny and interesting, you know, how, you know, like I always say, I'm 51. I keep wanting to say I'm 52. Something behind that. There's something to that, okay? But I'm 51. And, you know, get them perimenopause symptoms now. Now I said perimenopause. I didn't say pre-menopause, nor did I say menopause. I said perimenopause. I was gonna do a whole video on it one time, a long time ago, but I don't think I did. All right. But anyway, this is a period of time. It would behoove you to look it up. I don't give a damn how old you are. You know, when you're young, you know, you tend to think that you don't think about it, you don't care about it, you think that it ain't gonna hit you, and then, you know, motherfuckers who ain't got a brain in their head say shit like, well, that's because you old and all of that type of thing. But yet we supposed to respect the elders, right? The maiden and the crone, and I'm the goddess, right? You know, all of this stuff. But anyway, it can last you from a few months up, you know, to 20 maybe plus years, okay, the whole time having a cycle, okay, a menstrual cycle. But anyway, there are so many symptoms to it, and I tell you, honey, they can be rough. It's more than just a hot flash, okay? This is for people who are not familiar with this. For those of you who are, you know what the hell I'm talking about, okay? But, and even hot flashes are horrendous, okay? Hot flashes can come not with just heat and maybe a little sweat, but it can come with dizziness and just a whole host of issues. But nevertheless, all right, I just find it funny, you know, that when young people get to criticizing older people, you old, you too old, as though they weren't young at one point, and as though you'll never get quote unquote old, whatever that's supposed to be. And I just like to say it all the time. It's only one thing that stops the aging process. Okay, and if you got a brain in your head, you know exactly what I'm saying. Okay, it's, you know, like when this first hit me, I was in about 5 support groups on Facebook, okay? And them motherfucking groups was lifesavers. And I will say the majority of the women in those groups were white women. Now the people, but there were people in these groups from all over the fucking earth, you know, Facebook and all, okay? So it was really a relief when you posted a symptom and you had about 20, 30 women comment in the thread, oh my God, I'm having the exact same thing. It's like, okay, this is not just me, all right? And they don't need to nobody sitting up there telling me, why'd you go to the doctor? You dumb fucking idiot, whoever thinks that. People do go to the goddamn doctor, and doctors can never find anything. Why? Because it's a hormonal issue, why it's called perimenopause, okay? And when that estrogen and shit begins to drop, yeah, you have some fucking symptoms. I always look at those hormones as like the batteries of your system. And men have what they call andropause. So men, if any men listening or silly ass women think men don't go through anything like that, think again, goddamn. Google is your friend. All right. You don't have to go to the library now, especially for you lazy people out there, and, you know, research. Okay. Just Google ... on your fucking phone. All right. Okay, and if you're that silly and dumb to think that, you just old and all of that kind of stuff, and don't understand what it means what I mean when I say it's only one thing that stops the aging process, okay, then let that be you. Let that thing that stops the aging process, let that be you, okay, because the world doesn't need anyone that dumb and stupid to think that they're not going to age. What are you, still 1 year old? You still 15? You know, I mean, unless you are. You understand what I'm saying? And some of you are, some people are, I'm not going to say you, okay? Some people are mentally, okay, possibly spiritually, emotionally, they just don't grow the fuck up, okay? They're still back there in the 7th and 8th grade, okay, when the cool kids, I did a video. I talked about the color kids, didn't want them in their crew, okay, whatever the hell, okay, these hang-ups that we have, okay, that we have not allowed ourselves, well, that people have not allowed themselves to heal from, all right, so trust and believe, goddamn, if you feel like you, well, I'm just gonna keep on living, there ain't no need you talking about it, you're gonna take all your vitamins and all your minerals and all your this, that, and the other. There are women who do, plenty, and still go through the symptoms. Okay. I'm going to exercise. There are plenty of them who do. And they still had the motherfucking symptoms. Now, there are things that you can take to help to relieve the symptoms, okay? But it's just some things that you just ain't going to stop. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Now there are some women who don't have experienced the symptoms, or they did and did not realize that that's what it was. That happens a lot. Why? Because there's not a whole lot of talk. I mean, a lot of women don't tell their daughters about perimenopause. Now, I was in ain't no need nobody talking about that black people don't do that. We don't talk about that kind of stuff to our people. Because like I said, I was in about 5 groups. The majority, over 95% of the people in those groups were white women. Their mothers didn't tell them shit, okay? But a lot of their mothers, by the time they had gotten through it, in the 60s and 70s and whatnot, okay, 80s, shit, they forgot all about that shit, okay? And I'm like, well, the shit must be so traumatic and horrendous to you goddamn self that it's like you oppress, it's like you suppress it. Okay, because it can be somewhat traumatizing, all right? But nevertheless, honey, that's what I've been dealing with these last couple, and I've been going through it for years now. So when it hit me at first, it was really hard, okay? I mean, the symptoms were rough, okay? But then they lighten up, and then sometimes it's like, shit, you know how to deal with it after a while, okay? But then sometimes it'll be a month, and it's like, bitch, I'm back, bitch. This is the problem I'm gonna cause you today, bitch. This month, bitch, okay? All right, but like I said, there are some things that you can take to help relieve. I didn't say to stop it. I said to relieve the symptoms. Okay. And there is a joy in aging. I have not found it completely. Well, no, that's not true. There's some aspects of aging and getting older that I really, really, I'm thankful for, okay? But then there's some aspects of it like, goddamn. It's so true what they say. What do people used to say? What was that saying that people had? I can't remember, but one thing I'm hearing is aging is not for the light of heart, or something like that, and it's not. But also, but hell, a lot of people go through it, obviously, okay? But some people don't fare well with it, okay? Especially mentally and emotionally, okay? But, how youth is wasted on the young. Because it's like as you get older, you just come to some things. It's just insecurities and all that type of shit that you had, or whatever the case may be, when you were younger, a young woman. And I don't mean just teenage, okay? You get to a certain age, you just, those things are not a reality for you anymore. Unfortunately, for some people, they are, because they hold on to, bullshit, okay? But anyway, I am hot flashing right now, hunty. Okay, but one thing that is good for anybody out there who's listening and they may be suffering through vitamin D3, I believe it's 5,000 IU. I said, is it 5,000 IU? I believe so. Vitamin D3, and it has to be that IU. They will really stop them hot flashes. Now, don't think you're going to go get a bottle today and take it 1 or 2 times and the hot flash is gone. No, you have to let that, like anything else, get in your system real good. But I can tell you one thing, when you stop, them shits will come right back on you, okay? But if you take them consistently, okay, and I mean, and it probably helps some other symptoms too, okay? Because I had stopped taking mine for a minute, all right? And boom, okay? But when you, they are really, really good for keeping them hot flashes at bay, all right? All right, and there's some other things you can take. If anyone wants to know anything, you can, you know, ask in the comment section below, okay? But you have to take them and be consistent with taking. I'm talking about natural things. Now, I ain't nobody's damn doctor, and I'm not diagnosing anybody or prescribing anything. I'm just talking about some things that can help, you know, with the symptoms of perimenopause, all right? Natural things, okay? And some women say, fuck it, just let me go get the hormones, goddamn. Okay, the HRT, goddamn, okay? But anyway, let's get into this read now. 10 minutes in, and that's all right, because y'all know how I do, okay? Who and what is Greashum? So, one night, okay, when the motherfuckers were bothering me and swimming all over my room, as they do. I'll make another video about that probably right after this one. There was someone who appeared before me. He had on black pants and a black button-down shirt. And when I say this was some stylish shit, okay? This wasn't no just, you know, nothing from the Walmart or nothing like that. The shit was stylish as hell, okay? He was a white man with beautiful blue eyes, okay? But he was aged, okay? Now, I don't know if, you can see it in his skin. I don't know if he was aged based off of age, okay? Or if he was aged based off of drinking and drugging and smoking, because that's what it looked like, okay? And he had curly hair, beautiful curly hair, like that. It was what I don't know if they call this dirty blonde. That kind of color was his natural color, okay? And it was a weird hairstyle, kind of went up on the top of his head. And it was kind of like cut on the sides and whatnot. And he was pushing he was in a building. Was he pushing a mop and bucket or a garbage can, like he was a janitor? Okay, which obviously he wasn't no damn janitor the way he was dressed. Okay, I'm telling you the shit, it was shit sharp. And as he was approaching me and looking at me dead square in my eyeballs, I heard the word Greashum. It was either Greashum or Gresham. I can't remember, because this was last week, honey. And I was going to do the reading on it, but shit. Okay, the way I was feeling, I was like, that shit can wait. I think I did some reading last week, because I got a whole bunch of them here that I have to do, all right? So we are going to find out who he is, and after he said who he was or whatever, I think I told him to, you know, please, vamos. Okay, I'm trying to sleep, goddamn. All right, I'm going to sleep. All right, but let's see who and what this energy is. Okay, let's get into it. Here we have Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, the Justice card upright. Seven of Swords upright. King of Cups upright. Okay, and we have the Ace of Wands upright. Let me make sure this is all set. Yes, it is. Greashum. Greashum. I'm hearing Greashum. Okay. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's his name or what. Oh, I'm hearing that's not my name. That's who I was. I don't know what that means. But let's just do the reading and see what we have here. I feel like this was a man, okay, who, okay, the way he was dressed, I'm telling you, the shit was sharp. You know, you just think just a regular black button-down shirt and black, Okay, we're talking about, you can see the money. You can see money, okay, in his attire, okay? But he was casual at the same time, casually dressed, okay? I feel like he, was once well off, well-to-do, okay? But no longer. This man I'm hearing is poor, lost it all, okay? Hence the pushing the mop bucket and pushing the or the garbage can. And we know janitors make good money. So, okay, but it was just like a fall, I'm hearing, okay, from where he was, okay, the money that he had, okay. This was whatever happened. I'm hearing perfect justice. This man, I'm hearing, okay, and I do feel like the energy is here, okay. This man got what he deserved, okay, what was long overdue, what was to fall in his pocket, what was going to happen to him, okay, for thieving, lying, stealing, manipulating, okay, others. I'm hearing he did great crimes, master manipulator, okay. He knew how to, I'm hearing, manipulate people into his world, his realm, his will, to get them to do whatever he wanted them to do so he could collect. I'm hearing collect, and collect, I feel like he did a fortune off their backs. Okay. I'm hearing the word trustworthy. Of course, obviously he was not, but pretended himself to be. Now, I don't know what this means necessarily, but I'm hearing it made him marketable. Now, I don't know. I'm hearing charitable, so I don't know, even with him stealing his money, if he gave. It's like a weird, twisted thought process. He gave money, charity. He helped others build. Okay, collectives, communities, groups, organizations. But he did this off other people's backs, okay, meaning he stole from them. His wealth, okay, was quote unquote given to him through theft, thievery. But I feel like he felt like, you know, because I've been given or I've been blessed, I should help others, even though he was a thief. This is how he earned his living, his winnings, okay? But hell, ain't the whole system based off that shit? Okay, why was he any different? I'm hearing he was not. He was the same. All right, let's keep on going, all right? I feel like he might have been looked at a leader in some way, okay? I mean, I'm also hearing he was a very patient person. Now, leader, I'm not saying anything honorable necessarily. An honorable leader. Again, he gave. He was a giver. I feel like maybe some kind of, maybe you might want to call it gang or something like that. Okay, maybe he led that, was the leader of that. Okay, you know, a community, a group of people, okay, I feel like who helped him steal, thieve, manipulate, whatever, okay, I keep hearing to get his winnings. Okay. This is how he made do. I wondered, did this man come from an impoverished background? I'm hearing yes, I did, very impoverished. I had nothing. Doesn't excuse it, but this is what I think. This is what I feel here. Okay, let's continue on here. We have 4 of Cups in the reverse, 6 of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Cups upright, yeah, I don't think he had a very positive upbringing, you know, childhood, okay, anything that he could recall that was memorable from a warm place. No good, happy memories here. I feel like abuse. There might have been some abuse here, an abuse victim of loads. I'm hearing a lot of abuse in this man's life. I feel like there was everything that maybe he had. I feel like nothing was given to him. Okay, and I don't want to say work, that he had to work for everything, but there was nothing or anyone to give him any way in life. Might have had a very insensitive, uncaring mother who just simply didn't give a shit about his wherewithal, about his upbringing, about his, status, anything in life. I'm here, I don't care because I can't care. It's like I'm in need of my own needs or something like that. I kind of feel like hold on. I feel like this mother here may have had a drug addiction. Bad. Very bad. And I'm also hearing rotten to the bone. Okay, she simply didn't care. Okay, about her son, about her child, about what she had made, what she had brought forth into this reality. Here we have Three of Pentacles upright. The Emperor upright, but somebody did. Okay, and we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Let me see. Okay. Very little love in his reality. Hardly any. Now I'm hearing something about these people were pushing me forward, or pushed me forward to be a member of society, a better member of society, but I didn't want that. I didn't want the same old drudgery, the same old thing, the same old put down, okay, that life had afforded me up to that point. So I feel like these people might have been trying to help him live, in some way live a conventional life. I kind of feel like this might have been, how they have all these like shelters for, disenfranchised people and organizations and whatnot to, it would maybe like a boys club type thing or something along those lines to try to help those who are disenfranchised, and this might have even been a religious organization, okay, to help them become quote unquote, go on the right path and whatnot, and go on to become a positive member of society. Yes. Yep, he says. That's exactly what it was. I'm hearing something about hosts. They were hosts in our hometown, okay, in our community. In other words, this was a community, like some kind of organization, religious organization, to try to help those, okay, again, who were disenfranchised, have a better way, become a better fit, a better community. But I kind of feel like there was someone here, okay, either this person was over that community, okay, much greater, I'm hearing, okay, within the community. So this might have been the leader of the community who saw this man as a young man and wanted to help him. Let me see. Oof. I heard steer clear of others, something about steer clear of the inhumanity of others, but I just could not help myself. Okay? I had to be better. I had to be greater. I had to be richer. I had to be smarter. I had to do what I felt was necessary, okay, to rise to the top. I feel like this person who watched him, I feel like this person who was watching him, who was over this community, higher than this community, okay, maybe the leader of this is not someone who came to the office every day at the organization and sat in the office. This is someone who I feel like might have come through very rarely. Maybe out of duty. Okay. You got to see what's going on. It's my duty. Though I don't want to. I don't want to go down there, okay, with those poor children. This is what I'm hearing. Poor kids and the like. But I'm part of the organization, part of the group. Got to go figure out what needs to be done next. Got to go help. But I really don't want to go down there. This might have been even someone who sponsored it. Wealth. I feel like this was a person of wealth, of means. But I also feel like this person wasn't clean. Didn't have a clean record. Even though this is what I do. You know. It's kind of like, you remember that movie New Jack City, you know, and all the hell, you know, with the drugs, you know, whatnot. But Thanksgiving time, you know, you terrorize the community, but at the same time, Thanksgiving time, here you are giving away free turkeys. Okay. So, you know, even though, I feel, in other words, I feel like he was a part of, he lived this kind of lifestyle himself, in this leader here, in that, you know, he probably had some criminal shit going on himself. He did. I know what to do. I know how to get out of it. I know how to make, you know, new people, so on and so forth. Okay. And the people who he knew who was in roles of leadership, they was all doing the same thing. But have the community, even, you know, helpful to those, you know, who were victims of their criminality, their criminal lifestyle. Okay. Maybe not directly, maybe like 10, 20 steps down, but yet and still, he was a part of that. But I feel like he was saw this young man, Greashum, saw what he was, saw his talents and abilities, his gifts, and decided, I'm going to help him, to help steer him clear, okay, again, of the inhumanity that can be done or that he can do to others. But again, I'm here, he would not. I want to be a part of this, okay? So this man might have groomed him into this world of whatever the illegal shit is they was doing. I don't know. And then have nothing here. But yet you are a king, but you're a poor one. Talents, gifts, abilities. You can be great. Let me help you go do it the right way. Nah, Greashum said, hell nah. Fuck that. That take too long and it probably ain't gonna happen. Look at you. And you the head honcho here. You got all this money. Yeah, but I ain't doing it the right way. But you are still helping the community. You are still helping the people down here. Help me. I want to do this too. I want to be part of this too. Show me the way. Wheel of Fortune, upright. Ten of Swords, upright. And the Ten of Pentacles, upright. Okay. So I feel like he did. Okay, you want to know the ropes? I'll show you the ropes. But I feel like he might have worked with him from, and when I say youth, let me see. Maybe like late teens. I feel like this man began to groom him, began to show him things. You know, do a little bit here, a little bit there. I'll show you a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay, trust factor again. This is what I'm hearing. Okay, to become a part of this. Okay, this element, this world, this realm, and I will show you the rest. Once I know that I can trust you. Once I know that you are worthy. Once I know that you are somebody, something, okay? But I do feel like part of the issue here was because of the world that this Greashum came from. He might have been a little bit more than rough around the edges. Very. Okay, we're not talking about someone who is polished. I don't mean in his attire. You can go get that, have somebody clean you up on the outside to look polished. I mean in how he executed, you know, himself around others. Okay, wasn't the most polished person. Can't take you around, you know, certain elements because you ain't ready. This is what I'm hearing. He was not ready didn't come natural to him. He wasn't born into this kind of world of, you know, wealth and privilege. Poverty, poor. I heard poordom. Poor, piss poor. Not knowing how to, you know, execute himself appropriately around members of high society. But you will in time. So I feel like, in the meantime, he kind of had him maybe like in the background. Quiet, sitting, learning, participating, helping. I feel like he amassed a fortune by being a part of this, okay? With this leader here, who may have become like a father figure to him. He did. But I do feel like there might have been some betrayal here. There was betrayal. I don't know, I thought maybe it was Greashum betraying this father figure, but I'm hearing the father figure betrayed him. I don't know. Left him alone, I'm hearing. Left him standing on his own. 2 feet without his help, without his aid any longer. You are on your own. He left me standing alone. I had no one to assist me, okay, in my needs here. Maybe this man retired, kind of quote unquote retired. Okay. Now I'm not saying he retired from his criminal lifestyle, but he retired from this, you know, running this organization. I just keep hearing he left. He left. He just left. I don't know what he did. I'm trying to figure out, you know, I'm asking, did he do this? Did he do that? And I just keep hearing, he left. He moved on, was no longer a part, okay, and left me standing on my own. But I'm hearing like this man owed a lot of people. I feel like this man here, this Greashum, rather, excuse me, not this older man here. I feel like he might have been a buffer, this older man, for Greashum, okay, for the mistakes he made. Again, not being polished, okay, really not knowing who the hell and what he was truly dealing with, okay, with these members of high society. So I feel like he was somewhat of a buffer for him. But again, here it is, he left him standing on his own. Okay, and he did not return, so he no longer had that buffer. Let me see something. I just feel like the man just, as far as he left, I feel like he might have disappeared. He might have gathered his family and whatnot and left, you know, the country or something like that, okay, and went somewhere to just relax in his older age with his home and his family, okay. But if he was a buffer for this man, he no longer, Greashum no longer had it. He was on his own. Okay, and now you got to figure out the rest for yourself, is what I'm hearing. I feel like, yeah, I could see leaving him on his own, but him not having enough. Why did he do this? Him not having enough knowledge, okay, about how to handle and be in this world that he had become a part of. Again, this man was a buffer to him, a guide to him, you know, a teacher, so on and so forth. Okay, but he just left him on his own, and this man was, I feel like, blind, not knowing enough. Now, let me see, hold on. I'm trying to figure out, why did he appear before me? I'm hearing something about tell the world the truth of what really goes on behind the scenes of these, I'm sure, well, okay, of these types of groups and communities that come into your area, into your neighborhood, okay, to, you know, we here to help, okay, quote unquote nonprofit organizations or whatever they may be. We here to help the disenfranchised. What they're there to do really is, I'm hearing something, it almost like hold you hostage by the same, let me be clear. To keep you there. Something about, here that word buffer is again. Something about to keep you there as a buffer between something about the truth and the lie. Victim. To keep you in a state of victimhood, victim consciousness, victim mindset, so that you can never be free. The same people I'm hearing that run these groups and these communities, these organizations, are the same people who are, you know, have disenfranchised you, have victimized you. It's the same groups, the same communities, the same folk, the same people, the same organizations. They're not any different. They will tell you one thing and absolutely present, you know, like something else, okay, or do something else to you, you know. I want to say like behind the scenes, but not, almost like not, in a way, yes, but not necessarily. You just won't know that necessarily that this is the same organization, the same group of people. The faces may be different, but they all belong to the same collective, is what I'm hearing. This is what he came to tell you. This is what he wanted you to know. This is what he wanted you to express. And I kind of feel like part of me wants to say, well, I'm sure some people know that, but then again, it's like, no, some people don't know that. There are a lot of people who don't know that, who still don't understand, you know, that the way these things work, the way these things run, the way these things are ruled upon your communities and upon your people. When I say your people, I don't mean just people of color, just people. Okay, like I'm hearing they disenfranchise you, to victimize you, to keep you like in this same, I'm hearing like subset of culture or cultures. Okay, you're like a subset of it. You're not viewed, okay, as a true, real part of it. Okay, or like a main part of it. Okay, you're a subset of it. And it's like I'm hearing, and who cares about the subset? So we will do this to you to keep you victims, victimhood, victim-minded, in a state of victimization. And we really care, we really want to help, so on and so forth. And there's no real help for you at all. It's just to keep you in the same boat over and over and over again, down generationally. And here you are, okay, you know, you're born and you die, and if you come back, okay, it's the same you in the same place. Different face. Like maybe, you know, same soul being. Entrapment. So you cannot move. It's all, it kind of puts me in a mindset of, you know, in Hinduism where they had the, they don't call them classes. Shit. I have to open my book. It's right here. It's called caste system. Except in the caste system, you can't, like, you know, educate your way out of it or anything like that, or marry out of it. You're just in it. But in a sense, you know, I feel like on another level here, I'm hearing and understanding it that it's the same thing. Keeps you in a state of that victimization. Woe is us. But here they come to help. Here's some organization. And it could look just as innocent. You know, just this group got together and went to do. We started this nonprofit to help the people. We want to help. And I am hearing, and where do they get the funds? Where do they get the money? Okay, so you might say government money or something like that. Okay, so yeah, if it's that, you know, like I remember my sibling. Okay. You know, I used to really admire him. You know, he always had these ideas, right? We both did, okay? But, you know, he would execute this shit. And, well, I'm going to start a school, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to... And, you know, a lot of it he would do. But he wanted... What it was something he wanted, and... Oh, something... I can't remember what the name of that organization was he had that he was running for a minute. When I say a minute, well, a few years, I think. Now, you know, after all the shit that I learned about my life, I don't know what's true and what's not true. I can only tell you what I know, okay? And then tonight, maybe I'll be asleep, and then some angel or my higher self or that person themselves will come reveal some shit to me. And I'm like, oh, well, oh, shit. There's more. Okay. More pieces to the fucking puzzle, okay? But anyway, I can't remember what the name of that organization was, but... one thing he didn't want was to get the, he wanted to get any kind of government money. What was it, 501c3 or whatever it's called? Because he's like, you know, once you do that, you know, the way he explained it was, if I remember correctly, you know, you kind of tie yourself in to the government at that point and got to follow whatever rules, laws, regulations they have. And he didn't want to do that. So you must understand, okay, yeah, sure, okay. Yeah. That's where they got the money from, the government. When had the government ever cared? Or when has these organizations, well, government, whatever, okay, reads for entertainment purposes only, goddamn, okay, been in a position where it was not beneficial to them to keep people in a state of, you know, oppression. When? Yeah, we'll give you the money, but howsoever, or these groups, communities, according to what I'm hearing from this man here, are being born and bloomed out of those structures or that structure. Understand? Now you do what you want to do. If you know, I'm not saying to anyone here, don't participate in those. Don't take the benefits from those or anything like that. That's not. I'm not saying that. That's not the point. At least from my perspective. I'm not in anyone else's shoes but my own. I feel like this man that I saw came to me. Like I was saying, what I was hearing was, you need to know. It needs to be known. Because most people don't know. But again, like the reincarnation as well out of Hinduism. Now, I'm not saying that you can't reincarnate into another, you know, level in the caste system. You can. And I think that was supposed to be outlawed, but yeah, right. But, you know, you've been doing something for how many thousands of years, and then all of a sudden we put on a piece of paper, we can't do this no more. Doesn't mean that they don't. Okay, but what I'm saying here is as well, you know, it's just a repeated cycle over and over again. And then it just keeps you repeat yourself, whether you through reproduction, you just keep repeating yourself, copying yourself over and over and over again through reproduction, possibly through reincarnation, and it keeps you in the same space. For example, like in reincarnation in Hinduism, what is it that put you in another caste if you come back with your deeds in your current life, which comes from what? The state of mind. Not remembering the life before necessarily, or probably at all. Here, the state of mind, victimhood, victim. Give me, victim. I'm not saying don't take things that are beneficial to you, okay? Understand, he that hath an ear, let him hear. And you copy yourself. You reproduce yourself. And the mindset, the state of mind that is there when the child or the next piece of you is conceived is the state of mind or the seed that's a part of the seed in the growth of the seed in utero and out of it too. And then live in it with everyone that is around them, taught the same thing through just community. I ain't saying going to the schoolhouse, okay, but that too, but more so just in community, in the community that the child is in, the actions of the people, the way they talk, the way they walk, the way they everything. So, okay, it can go down generation after generation after generation after generation, keeping the soul bound. Your bloodline bound. Keeping, your victims from folk who cared with a smile. We's here to help. Oh no, is this man dead? Hold on. Yes. Okay. Okay, it doesn't matter how, but he is. All right, that's it. Thank you.